Hello ladies and gentlemen, toy enthusiasts and those new to Tough Nerd Toys LLC. I'm your host Uncle Nerd and welcome to another episode of Busted Open. Busting it open since 2007. And today we'll be reviewing Marvel Legends series, Guardians of the Galaxy series, Marvel's Death's Head 2. Minion, aka Death Head 2, was a cyborg created by AIM scientist Dr. Evelyn Necker in the year 2020 AD of an alternate future of Earth 8410. And was sent into the time stream to absorb the knowledge and capabilities of 106 specific individuals in order to complete his programming. Unfortunately, when Minion, aka Death's Head 2, eliminated the mechanoid bounty hunter Death Head, which was the original, and assimilated his mind into himself, the process scrambled his programming, leaving him with a new personality and with the personalities of 105 of his victims active in his mind. Assisted in regaining control of himself by Reed Richards of Earth 616, and with the original Death's Head personality, now having inserted partial control, Minion, now Death Head, went out to make a life for himself. First alone, and later partnered with a woman named Tuck. He teamed up with the X-Men against Rothschild Philip Ross, empowered by the Sapphire Lotus, an artifact of power created by Fedra. Death Head was essential in the creation of Die Cut, when he released the instinct of Sorn Jan in order to survive Matrika Scopio. Yeah, I tried to get that out. Okay, so the power and abilities of Death Head are superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman stamina, superhuman durability, superhuman agility, superhuman reflexes, superhuman acute senses, cybernetic healing factor, liquid metal right arm, cybernetic brain, master combatant. And his only weakness is, like, he can be, I would say, like, he has a weakness to psychic attacks or, like, mental attacks. So what we're going to do here is bust the guy open, we're going to check out the package, bust the guy open, and see if Death Head is worth the scratch. Okay, so here we have my man Death Head, and he looks absolutely amazing. The box is a typical standard box that you usually get with the Marvel Legends, which is a window box. And I mean, like, it has, this one happens to have the Guardian of the Galaxy logo on the top, Marvel Legends across here, Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel's Death Head right here, nice little art of Death Head right here, looking awesome. Let's bring this a little bit closer, there we go. You got a nice product image of Death Head back here, and up here it says, a cyborg hero with a repertoire of super abilities. Death Head 2 has incredible physical strength and an even stronger personality. And that is Death Head. Death Head is like a brute in the comics. I remember one time Simon Beasley and them drew him, and it was just amazing. And you have the other figures in the wave right here, which is Death Head himself. You got Neelio, EX Neelio, Adam Warlock, Star-Lord, movie Nebula, movie Gamora, and I think this is movie Rocket Raccoon. And you take all the parts and you build... what's her name right here, Mantis. I don't know if I'll be grabbing up all of these figures in here, because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, when it comes to purchasing figures, I basically like the comic book ones. It's not too often you'll see me like get the movie ones, but I don't know, it's just like, I don't feel as though, I don't know, it's just a thing. I'm not too fond of the movie figures that much, so I might not get these three guys here, get this right here, not to mention the Build-A-Figure is not that important to me. I'm not a big fan of Mantis anyway, but I'll definitely be getting EX Neelio, Adam Warlock, and Rocket Raccoon probably, because that one I could mix in with the regular cartoon and comic book figures and stuff. And yeah, typical stuff right here on the box. Nothing really outstanding or anything like that. Typical Marvel Legends box, but I do like the art that they put right here. Let me bring this back a little bit so you guys can see. I do like the art that they put here. So, you know, let's bust this guy open and see what he has to offer. Oh wow, this guy is big. I didn't know he was this big. I did not know he was this big. And does he come? He comes with, let's see. Here's the figure itself. And yeah, it's pretty big. This is a pretty big figure right here. This guy is pretty big. And he just comes with one accessory, and that's this hand right here, like this. I guess this would be his trigger finger or whatever. Nothing in the box right here, just a little logo of Guardians of the Galaxy right there. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hold on, let me put this box out the way. Bring this over here, bring this down some. There we go. And this guy looks amazing. I really like the way they did this guy. He looks great. Death Head looks good. Look at the face, the sculpting, everything is good on this guy. Look at his back. I love the brush metal look that they gave on his forearms, where, like, you know, it's a mesh like cybernetic cyborg skin. You know, that's one of the things I used to love about Marvel. Whenever they would draw like metal skin or like Colossus skin or cyborg skin, it always had this line going around it. I love that. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Great paint detail. I love how they have like this fluorescent type paint on him on his chest right here. He looks good. He looks very good. This guy looks great. I'm really liking him. You got great molding right here on the head. And the hair is made of like a little bit of vinyl right here. Great sculpt all the way down. Articulation is typical articulation of a Marvel Legends figure. He looks good. I'm telling you, I really like this guy. I'm a big fan of Death Head. Big fan of Death Head. The claw, like the cyborg arm claw that he uses to like penetrate people's mind, turns into a cannon. It's just a multi-purpose arm. This looks good. His face, I just love it. Like the damage, like the, I don't know, like mesh of the cyborg skin and everything going through it. And let's go into his articulation. Head can go all the way around if you wanted to, but you're gonna have to move this right here in the back for it to do that. Arm goes all the way around if you wanted to. He's actually pretty cool. He's pretty cool. And I mean, he has a nice leg split, nice crotch, you know, crotch bend right here, ab crunch rather. Arm goes all the way around. He's on a double. His elbow is on a, no, it's on a single hinge. Looks like, yeah, this looks like, yeah, single hinge elbow. Any pivoting in the wrist? Yeah, pivoting in the wrist, twisting in the wrist. Nice forearm. I like this forearm paint right here. The paint that they put on the forearm, the molding that they molded into the sculpt. Yeah, these right here, I wouldn't say that they're like a vinyl. They're a hard plastic, but a soft plastic. But still, be careful with them. And yeah, he has nice rotation in the thigh right here, a thigh twist right here, double hinge knee, do the rising knee. He can do the rising knee, twist and pivoting and up and down ankle. He's pretty good. And the head looks up a little bit. Now, again, you have to understand the mobility or range of motion is going to be limited due to the way the hair is sculpted in the back right here. But he's good. He has like the nice hair belt going around his, like, you know, with the crotch protector right here. He looks awesome. He looks great. They did a great job with this guy. They did an excellent job with him. I am not disappointed in this figure at all. Foot pegs on the bottom. He looks good. He looks real good. He looks real good. I love the paint. I love everything about this guy. There's nothing I'm pissed off at him about. They did a great job on him. And I love the way that they made him a big size. I didn't think he was going to be this big. He's actually very big. He's very big. Let's measure him and see real quick before we go into the pictures and you guys checking them out. Death Head is standing like 7.5 inches. No lie. This guy's big, and that's the way he should be. Great job, Marvel Legends. Great job. I don't know what mold this is because I haven't seen this mold on a figure before. It couldn't be the Hyperion mold or, nah, this one is, I could be wrong, but this could be a separate mold. And he has his finger right here. This one right here. And you can, let's focus in on that a little bit. Okay. That you can plug into right here. And this is a don't do that finger, or like, I'm gonna touch you. It'll touch you. Yeah, but yeah, he looks cool. He looks real good. They did a great job on Death Head. Again, Marvel Legends are coming along good. They're changing up the molds. They're doing different stuff, and I don't mind that. And if you look at the feet, there's a like if you look at the feet real good, There's like a little line across it. It's great detail. They gave it great detail. They did a great job with this. You can see the little buttons right here that go along with his shin straps and everything like that. And it's great detail to this figure. So let's check him out and let me know what you think of Death Head True. So as a whole, I would say this figure is a must have. I mean, I love this Death Head figure. And to show you how big he is, I have him next to a Toy Biz Hulk action figure that I've had for years. And I always usually use the Toy Biz figures as a standard for what these newer figures should go for, especially Marvel ones, should go by rather. And I mean, like, this guy is big. Like I told you before, he's like 7.5 inches. He's big, and I like him. And it's great character representation of who he is supposed to be. I love everything about him. I really love this crotch guard he has right here. You can move it around because initially out the box, it comes like, you know, a little bit off center or off tilt, you know, tilted off a bit. But I mean, like, he's great. The paint is amazing. It's like I told you before, it's like that fluorescent shiny paint, but it doesn't look like he's just overly shiny. It looks like his whole suit is made out of some organic metal. I mean, the paint detail on here is great. I love the molding in the hair, and they put some shading in here as well. So it came out really good. This figure came out very nice. I was a little bit nervous that they were going to mess it up when I heard he was being mentioned at Toy Fair last year, but even down to the plate on the top of his head, he looks great. I love it. I love the way they did the hands. Everything on this figure is great. He's a definite picker-upper. I would definitely suggest him. So, you know, I want to thank you guys for stopping into the channel, checking out the playlist. I've been organizing them a little bit more, especially the gameplay, so that way you guys can pick out the games you want to watch, or, like, you know, watch them in succession or whatever you want to do. If you want to veg out on them, binge on them, whatever case may be. I got some gameplays going up. Happy Father's Day to everybody that's out there, because I'm actually recording this during Father's Day. Yeah, but this figure is great. Hasbro is actually, I feel as though Hasbro is actually starting to listen to its customers, because, like, they've been putting out, you know, some different molds now, different figures, different, you know, even when it comes to the Transformers, and I know this is Marvel, this is basically Marvel, but even when it comes to the Transformers, they're trying to make them in scale with their masterpiece figures so you can mix and match them, and the transformations aren't as hard as they used to be. But yeah, like, as far as this right here, this guy looks great. And he even has a calf twist right here. I don't think I mentioned that before, but he's good. He's real good. He's real good. And he didn't give him the regular feet that they always give. That they were giving like the Marvel Legends at one time, just totally give them all the same shoes or all the same feet or whatever. And I understand you gotta save money when you're making these figures, because if some of them don't sell, you're stuck with a product that's just not moving. But I mean, you got to give the customers what they want. And it seems like Hasbro is finally starting to listen, which is good, which is very good. So with that being said, I want to bring this review to a close, and I thank you guys very, very, very much. Again, like I said before, be sure to hit the comment and like, subscribe button. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I think that's about it, but definitely pick up this figure. I even even while looking at it from the camera right here, I'm really enjoying the way this character looks. I mean, Deathhead has always been one of my favorites. Check him out in Marvel Comics and stuff like that. He pops up every now and then, but go back and read some of the 1992 issues. They have them for cheap if you go to the comic book store, if you order them offline at marvel.com or whatever case may be. You will love Deathhead. It's a bit ultra violent. He's violent, but he does a very good comic book. Whoever, like, when they have them write for him, it's always a good story. And I mean, like, he's teamed up with the X-Men and all sorts of stuff. But enough about that. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping through. You guys and gals for stopping through. I greatly appreciate the company. I enjoy when you guys come through. You got to excuse me, my allergies are acting up. It's summertime, and my allergies tear me a new one in the summer. They just really get to me. Doesn't mean I'm not enthusiastic or happy about making these videos. I am just, my allergies, they just ripped me a new one. Like I said before, be sure to check out the other channels, the other playlists on the channel. Sure, hit, like and subscribe it. Thank you guys very much. I wouldn't be able to do this stuff without you. I appreciate the donations, the comments, so on and so forth. Even if you dislike it, hit the dislike button. It doesn't matter. So with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe here on YouTube, and share this video. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and finally Twitch for more unedited dialogue, news, reviews, and gameplay. Finally, don't forget to hit the donate button, as any of those accounts, and it's greatly appreciated. I'm Uncle Nerd. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, if you buy a toy, bust it open. Your flesh is irrelevant to your creation.